What if the sins we tolerate did just defile us, but demanded a death sentence? Leviticus 20 shows what happens when holiness moves from theory to real-world consequences. This is AsahxMusic. Welcome to AsahxMusic Torah Studio, where we worship with sax and walk in Torah. Today we are in Leviticus 20, where the Holy One takes the boundaries from Leviticus 18 and 19 and shows the penalties for trampling them. That's death, being cut off, and leaving the land vomiting people out. If you ever wrestled with why the Creator's judgment seems so severe, walk through this chapter with me and see the heart behind those hard sentences. We're going to go to Leviticus chapter 20. We're going to read the first eight verses. It says, "And the Creator spoke to Moshe, saying, Say to the children of Israel, any man of the children of Israel, or of the strangers who sojourn in Israel, who gives any of his offspring to Molech, shall certainly be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. And I shall set my face against that man, and shall cut him off from the midst of his people, because he has given off his offspring to Molech, so as to defile my set-apart place, and to profane my set-apart name. And if the people of the land at all hide their eyes from the man, and he gives any of his offspring to Molech, and they do not kill him, then I shall set my face against that man and against his clan, and shall cut him off, and all who go warring after him, even go warring after Molech, from the midst of their people. And the people who turns to mediums and to spiritists to go warring after them, I shall set my face against that being, and cut him off from the midst of his people. And you shall set yourselves apart, and you shall be set apart, for I am the Creator, your Elohim." Verse 8, "You shall guard my laws and do them. I am the Creator who sets you apart." So here we see these verses confront child sacrifice to Molech, community's silence, and turning to mediums and spiritists, and they attach the penalty of death or being cut off. Can you just imagine a father in ancient Israel who hears, if you really want success, you pass your child through the fire. Everyone powerful does it. The neighbors see the smoke, they know what is happening, and decide that's his business and not mine. No, we can't turn a blind eye on that. Leviticus 20 says, Creator holds both the one who offers the child and the community that looks away responsible. We may not have a bronze statue named Molech in the town that we're in today, but our culture still pressures parents to sacrifice children to career, to image, to addiction, and systems that devour their innocence. Holiness means refusing to trade our sons and daughters for the approval of any idol, and refusing to stay silent when the vulnerable are on the altar. There's a deeper meaning as well. Leviticus 20 actually reveals that holiness is communal. It's not just a personal thing. The Creator treats occult dependence and the child sacrifice as spiritual adultery against him, and an attack on the weakest lives among his people. Ignoring it is not neutrality, it is covenant betrayal. So before you scroll, ask yourself, what are we sacrificing our children to today? Leviticus 20 says the Creator owns both the one who offers and the one who looks away accountable. Let's read on from verse 9, Leviticus chapter 20. "For everyone who curses his father or his mother shall certainly be put to death. He has cursed his father or his mother, his blood is on him. And a man who commits adultery with the wife of another man commits adultery with the wife of his neighbor. The adulterer and the adulteress shall certainly be put to death. And a man who lies with the wife of his father has uncovered the nakedness of his father. Both of them shall certainly be put to death. Their blood is upon them. And a man who lies with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall certainly be put to death. They have made confusion. Their blood is upon them. And a man who lies with a male as he lies with a woman, both of them have done an abomination. They shall certainly be put to death. Their blood is upon them." Verse 14. "And a man who marries a woman and her mother, it is wickedness. They are burned with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness in your midst. And a man who has intercourse with a beast, he shall certainly be put to death, and the beast you kill. And a woman who approaches any beast and mates with it, you shall kill the woman and the beast. They shall certainly put to death. Their blood is upon them. So here we see the cursing of a father or mother, adultery with a neighbor's wife, incest with a father's wife or daughter-in-law, male sex, and intercourse with animals, all carry the death penalty. Each is described as abomination, depravity, confusion, bringing guilt on those who commit them. Picture your son, who uses his words like weapons against his parents, mocking, cursing, tearing down the people who raised him. Or picture a man who secretly takes his neighbor's wife or his father's wife, treating their bodies like stolen property. The culture might call it complicated or private business, but Leviticus 20 calls it blood guilt that threatens the stability of the whole house. Holiness in the home means our words and our bodies either uphold or attack the Creator's order. When contempt for parents and sexual rebellion are normalized in the families, that the damage doesn't stay behind the closed doors. It spills into children, neighborhoods, and generations. Following the Creator means choosing honor over contempt and covenant faithfulness over hidden appetite, even when desire screams the opposite. In this chapter of Leviticus chapter 18, there's a fence drawn around the family. Leviticus 20 shows what happens when the people climb that fence away. The Creator responds so strongly because these sins shatter the covenant structure He built in the household. They are not just about pleasure. They are about whether His presence can rest among His people. In Leviticus 20, adultery, incest, male sex, and bestiality are not personal choices. They are covenant crimes that threaten the whole community's future before the Creator. Let us read on in Leviticus chapter 20, verses 22 through to 27. Alright, we should read verse 17 as well. And a man who takes his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, is it loving commitment? He shall be cut off before the eyes of their people. He has uncovered his sister's nakedness, and bears his wickedness. And a man who lies with a woman during her sickness uncovers her nakedness. He has laid bare her floor, and she has uncovered the floor of her blood. Both of them shall be cut off from the midst of their people. And the cut off here is mentioned is not the people literally cutting them off, but the Spirit actually cutting them off. Verse 19, and do not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister nor of your father's sister, for that is laying bare one's own flesh. They bear their wickedness. And a man who lies with his uncle's wife, he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They bear their sin, they die childless. And a man who takes his brother's wife with his uncleanness, he has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They are childless. And you shall guard all my laws and all my right rulings and do them, so that the land where I am bringing you to dwell does not vomit you out. And do not walk in the laws of the nation, which I am driving you out before you. For they do all these, and therefore I loathe them. But I say to you, you are going to possess their land, and I myself give it to you to possess it, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am your Creator, your Elohim, who has separated you from the peoples. And you shall make a distinction between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean birds and clean. And do not make yourselves abominable by beast or whatever creeps on the earth, which I have separated from you as unclean. Verse 26, you shall be set apart to me, for I, the Creator, am set apart, and have separated you from the peoples to be mine. And a man or a woman in whom there is a medium or who are spiritists shall certainly be put to death. They are to stone them with stones. Their blood is upon them. So here we see separation mentioned. Finally, we have seen in this closing section a tying of holiness to the land itself in Leviticus chapter 20. Let's observe that the Creator warns that if Israel walks in the same abominations as the nations, the land will vomit them out, just as it did those before them. He reminds them that He has separated them from the peoples to be holy and to belong to Him. Imagine Israel standing on the border of the land, thinking, we're chosen, nothing can touch us. Leviticus 20 answers, the same land that expelled the nations will expel you if you normalize the same practices. In the same way, community today can build ministries, brands, and platforms, yet quietly plant the seeds of its own collapse and blessing what Creator calls abomination. What we normalize shapes where we end up. When a people treats what the Creator calls defiling as entertainment or identity, they shall not be surprised when favor, stability, and peace begin to crack. Holiness is not elitism. It is living in a way that says we belong to the Creator in this place on His terms, not ours. Leviticus 20 teaches that the land, the people, and the presence are intertwined. Covenant violations are not just legal infractions, they are fractures in the relationship between the Creator, His people, and the space He gives them. The language of vomiting out shows that creation itself reacts when a nation fills it with what the Creator cannot abide. In Leviticus 20, holiness decides not just how you live, but where you get to live. The land itself refuses to host a people who normalize abomination before the Creator. So, having gone through this chapter, Leviticus chapter 20, we will see that it shows that Leviticus 20 shows that holiness is never just theory. It reaches the child on the altar, the secrets in the bedroom, and even the land under our feet. We saw the Creator confront Molech and occult dependence, exposing how silence and compromise endanger the most vulnerable. We saw him guard our soul, treating contempt and twisted intimacy as covenant crimes, not lifestyle options. And we saw him tie a people's future in the lands to what they normalize in private and in public. If this Leviticus 20 study stirred you, sit with the chapter again and ask the Creator, where are you calling me out of compromise and into holy belonging? Thank you for joining me on this Torah journey. If this blessed you, share it with someone working through the hard chapters, and subscribe so you don't miss the next step from appreciate to delivering. I leave with you a short AsahxMusic meditation as we let these words sink in. Shalom.